rubber band. It don't matter 'cause I'm steady counting up. On my what?
We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. The Clippers win the opening tip as we get things started at Staples. To Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards. And if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Russell to Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Curry with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Screen coming. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. To Leonard. Beverly. His first effort off the mark. Green to Russell. Curry, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Clippers have the basketball. Screen coming. Beverly goes to the left side. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended. Russell with it up top. His team up by one.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Cauley Stein goes to the right side. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipper.
The pass taken away. Thompson to Russell. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Kawhi Leonard against Klay Thompson. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The assist from number 20.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry all the way, but a shot won't fall. Even to Zubats. Rejects it.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
Steph Curry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Here comes the screen. George takes aim at Steph Curry. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Lets it fly from long range, and it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. It goes down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Curry to bring it up. Down 3. Thompson. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Leonard. George. To Leonard. Had a chance, but it's no good. Beverly. Throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Beverly to Paul George. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Green. Buries the trifecta.
Ed, as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
Draymond Green able to recover with the block. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Short jumper off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Kawhi Leonard against the former Cougar. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Livingston across the timeline. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen. To Sean Livingston. 5 seconds to shoot. Montrezl Harrell snatching it out of the air. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. First quarter is complete. The Clippers have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
It's LA Clippers ball. George sizing up Draymond Green. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Strong finish for Paul George.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
The assist from number 23, Louis Williams.
Alec Burks. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Williams lobs it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Warriors have the basketball. Alec Burks. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Beverly. The drive. Right to the basket. Paul George. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Paul George. Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Livingston to Thompson. Alec Burks to Thompson for 3 and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Williams to George. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the 3-point play. The lead grows to 12. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Sean Livingston. Alec Burks to Sean Livingston. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Alec Burks. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams to Paul George. Deep left corner. Williams to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Thompson. drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Williams into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Livingston to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. From the outside, no good. To Leonard. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson against Paul George.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he hits. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
And scores. Strong take.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Curling inside. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Curry. Steph Curry, 4 out of 10. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Nice pass to set things up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Russell. Thompson. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Draymond Green. He's 2 for 2 now.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. And the rebound comes down to Green. Here's Curry with it up top. 9-point margin. Driving right to the basket. To the basket goes Curry, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
From 18 feet at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far.
The Clippers worked hard for their halftime lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors are down at halftime and in need of some momentum.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Clippers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Russell into the front court. His guys down 11. Curry to Russell. Even to Zubats. Swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Thompson, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George, defended by Draymond Green. Short jumper stays out. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Williams to Leonard. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Beverly to George.
Screen, I got your help.
Williams to Leonard. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Steph Curry, tough matchup against George. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. To Beverly. George. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the rebound taken by Golden State. Curry into the front court. Trailing by 15. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Paul George. Leonard. D'Angelo Russell. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Curry into the front court. Down by 15. Got it.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Williams can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Down low for Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Rebounded by Russell. Alec Burks with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And finishes strong.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Russell with it up top. The deficit now up to 12. Klay Thompson against Paul George. From long range. Off the iron. No good. To George. They'll get it down to Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Almost unlucky bounce to Leonard. Beverly to Leonard. Paul George with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Russell to Thompson. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Strong finish for Paul George.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Alec Burks, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2 to Leonard. Beverly to Leonard.
We got him. We got him.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Paul George. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Livingston across the timeline. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Patrick Beverly looking good, 4 for 5.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Easy path to the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle down, they can win this game by 50.
Can't connect. It's no good. To Harkless. To George. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Golden State at the controls. Down to Looney. Oh, nice find for the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
It's George for 2. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Curry with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Russell. Fires the 3. Too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
To Paul George. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Curry to bring it up. His guys down big. Layup goes down. Well done.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Paul George goes to the left side. To George. Harkless. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. For 3. Not going down here. Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And a throwdown. Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. George. Green always looking for the steal. Kevon Looney tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. 4-3. That's not his range. It's no good. The follow won't go either. Count it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
To Leonard.
Hey, you got the screen right.
Draymond Green. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Possession lies with Golden State. Steph Curry against Paul George. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Beverly. Down low for Leonard. And the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Clippers have it. And stuffs it home.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
D'Angelo Russell. And drains it.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
George. He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Thompson. That no good. Off the mark. To Beverly. Harkless to Leonard. Beverly. Off the mark. No good. The follow won't go either. Curry with the ball. To Green. Flushes it home. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Leonard to Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Steph Curry against George. And counted at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Nope. Go. He missed a pair of free throws. To Beverly. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George. Tough matchup with Draymond Green. Gets it in the left corner. Beverly to Leonard. Beverly. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
It's LA Clippers ball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Here's Leonard for two. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Screen coming. Patrick Beverly. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. Williams. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got themselves a win here today. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Warriors
just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game.
And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Clippers showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.